All right, happy new moon in Capricorn happening today, the 2nd of January, 2022. All right, so we're going to do our astrology reading, our horoscope reading, and we're going to talk about the numerology of this year. So, happy new moon in Capricorn, everyone. We all have Capricorn in our charts, so we'll get to that as well. So, this new moon is in this go-getter, hardworking, and ambitious energy. With that said, we're going to incorporate some Venus energy into this. Yes, we're in winter today for those who are celebrating Ebok as well, right? So looking for the start, the signs of spring. I know yesterday I heard the birds outside, and if you are living where there's snow or it's just cold and there's no snow, you can still hear the birds. Hopefully, where you are, it's a sign of spring starting. You can find, if you walk through nature, you can see little signs of new growth happening. So it all depends on where you live. So we're talking about the northern hemisphere. So wherever you are, if there's snow still, it still has that energy of spring coming about, and you notice that it's not getting as dark around 4:30 as it used to, right? Because on December 25th the sun hit the low point, the 21st, and it starts to rise after that, the 25th, Christmas Day, Yule, all of that. So we're just in this rebirth energy right now. And this is the first new moon of the calendar year. So there's lots of celebration all around in these coming weeks and coming months, leading up to the Lunar New Year. So we have a lot going on. We have Jupiter entering Pisces, which it did already, and Mars is in Sagittarius for this new moon. Okay, so we're going to get to that. Now we have 2022 as a 6 year in numerology. The six is associated or comparable to love, having a sweet soul, having compassion, charm, empathy, connecting to your destiny, right? Fate, because fate and destiny, right? It's having that same energy in health and also oneness. Six is very creative. So, you know, let go of fear and doubt because we are just from studying different traditions, I connect it all together because in winter, we are, of course, trying to stay warm, being grateful, hopefully, for everything that we have and our own experiences. But we're also, this time is associated with fear in some traditions, right? So this is actually a good time to purge and release that type of energy. So that's bringing us into this 6 year of being very creative with our minds, right? And how we think and how we feel and how we can create more, even if we're going through a hard time or even if you're going through a great time. We still want to keep alive within us this creative energy, right? So with this six number, it's so positive that whatever you're going through or whatever you've been through that's negative, you can really tap into this new moon energy and be very creative and calling in these positive words and association of feelings, emotions, energy, right? It's also associated with harmony and harmony in the home. Six is a very home, domestic type of energy, right? So it has to do with strengthening the home. And this is so important because we've all been locked away, for the most part, and very weary with the virus going on back in 2020 and 2021. And now this is our second day in the new year. So it's a very harmonizing energy for the home, very domestic. So this is to strengthen the home and to strengthen love and our intuition, our healing energy, our imagination, nurturing, all about the home and self, nurturing. So it's a very self and home family energy. And it offers stability. And that's so amazing, so cool. Now, everything is like symbolism. And when we create, our letters, our words, our symbols, it means something. So if you look at the six, it curves back into itself. And I was just thinking about that when I was uh, matching up the association that the number six has with the planet Venus. And I was so excited looking at it because I was like, yes, I can connect this, I can connect that, and I can connect this to my tarot with the Empress, right? She has that Venus symbol on the card. She has this comfortable position sitting in her chair, and it represents also a pregnant woman, so birth, but it also just represents caring for yourself and things coming to you in a natural flow because you already worked for everything already. I feel like the Empress and the energy of Venus and the energy of six is that you've already been through this karmic shift. So everything is flowing to you now. And I think everyone can partake in that. And we can also look in our charts, not to go off, but I feel like I'll make a full circle with this, is look where Venus is in your chart, look where Jupiter is in your chart, and look where Capricorn is in your chart. So if even if you don't have a good Capricorn placement in your chart, you can still infuse the positive of what that negative is. If that negative say that, whatever the negative is, sadness, well, you can apply understanding, healing, and happiness. So you can just strengthen your chart that way, but also tap into today's alignment in the 12th house. And we'll get to that later on. Okay, so all of this placement, we can definitely tap into it and benefit from it. All right, so the new moon starting off the year in Capricorn means it's time to get to work. Also, it's time to think about family, home, and all that makes your personal life better, right? So we are in the middle of shaking off these experiences of 2020 and 2021 and making a new way in 2022. So what I've written down and I wanted to share with you is this ritual that will be really fun for you to do on this new moon. So if you're watching this now, you can do this today or tomorrow. So I'm going to get this video up so you can do this tonight. So new moon ritual, you want to clean your home, right? Because before the new moon happened, it was waning, right? So in the waning, I've always say that you want to donate stuff you don't need. You want to just get rid of things that you don't need anymore. It's just really a good practice. So you want to set up, well, clean your space and then set up your cauldron that you burn stuff in, or it could be a big shell, or laying down foil paper on some kind of container that is fireproof, right? So we're all being responsible here. So we know that January 1st was waning, right? And January 2nd is a new moon, and then January 3rd on Monday is going to be waxing, going to be in that waxing moon phase, right? So here's the new moon ritual. You want to create a sacred space. The space is clean. You can play positive music like the Capricorn sound frequency, right? Or whatever sound frequency with your zodiac sign, whatever you want to do, but also play Capricorn to tap into that. Some kind of positive mantra you could chant with your own voice, very, very powerful for cleansing your space. You can light an incense, are just some options that you can do, okay? So I just thought of this and I want to look at that and see if I can add that in there real quick. So a really good incense or something to burn, cloves is perfect for Capricorn to burn. And it's so funny, it's cloves, because I've been working with cloves for like this whole winter, right? So cloves, if you can add that into whatever incense you're using and burning it, cloves are very good. You could use two, not one, but just two or three. Okay, you don't have to go overboard, but it all depends on what you're using the cloves for. Okay, now you take a shower or a bath, then you're grounding your mind, body, and spirit. You can do this by relaxing your body for about 3 minutes of meditation and affirm that you and your space is energetically clear. And I'll be putting this in the body of the video so you'll see all of this writing, okay? Ask for divine guidance, journal your thoughts and any inspirational ideas. So journal for a while, write down now you're going to get on a separate piece of paper, write down your intentions for the new moon. Okay, so I want to add that in there. So this is on a separate paper. All right, so that's what you want to do on a separate paper. Visualize this happening right now. Whatever it is that you wrote down on the paper, you're visualizing that this is happening right now in a cauldron, shell, or other fire safe container, you want to lay down a little sprinkle of soil or dirt, and after holding the paper in your hand and just meditating and affirming to yourself what you've written down, then you want to burn it on that container. Okay, so this could be on your altar, whatever your little, your setup is. Now, like I said before, it would be good to have your space physically clean the day before the new moon, and then the next day, which is on the new moon today, then you could do this whole ritual and burn the paper, right? After you've taken a shower and you just relaxed and you've meditated and so forth, okay? So just being prepared ahead of time, which is very much a Capricorn energy, um, it's just making things a lot smoother for you what you're going to do, right? And I looked at my Capricorn placement when I was making this video, and I'm like, I can see why I'm like that, exactly where my Capricorn is. I can really see, and the house it's in, I understand. Like, I get it. Okay. So since it is a earth sign and it's the new moon, you want to incorporate the element of earth, right? So that's why we lay that little bit of dirt down as well. And I always like to lay something like charcoal or something sometimes whenever I'm burning like a cone incense, just to have that extra barrier of protection, even though what I'm burning it in is meant for heat. I'm just extra like that. Okay. So here we go. Where is Capricorn in my birth chart? So it's a good idea to do a short practice, which I was mentioning earlier, regarding the placement of your Capricorn in your chart. So maybe a meditation on strengthening your Capricorn if it has a negative or a challenging planetary alignment. If it has a positive alignment, then you can affirm those positive qualities within yourself. Like, I am talented, I am hardworking, I am appreciated, whatever it is, right? But then I learned something new. You can say the I am to yourself, but if you were brought up where, your parents or whoever never said positive things to you, you can do the I am, but then you can do also the you are very talented, you are very hardworking, you are very warm and welcoming, you are appreciated, you are, so all of these things, it's really good to say these out loud to yourself, okay? You can look in the mirror or not, okay? So some powerful goals for the new moon in this new year of 2020. So what are some goals that we could set for ourselves using this Capricorn energy? Because Capricorn is known as hardworking, but we don't want to work ourselves hard to the bone like we're carrying 10, wands in our hand, like the 10 of staves or the 10 of wands. It's really hard working, right? So sometimes we have to put the hard work physically in there, but there's like the negative hard work of just working constantly hard, and it's just like too much, right? So we don't want to stress out in doing so. So with this Capricorn energy, I feel like we're infusing also and also tapping into this positive Venus alignments as well. Okay, so on my Instagram, I wrote that down. I did a post on that yesterday on the two positive or three positive um, Venus alignments. Okay, so check that out, that post on my Facebook and my Instagram. So here are some powerful goals for the new moon in this new year 2020. Um, this is the new moon to set your mind to have a strong willpower towards the qualities you need to improve about yourself. So what are some qualities that you want to improve about yourself? And then tap into Capricorn's energy of having a strong willpower, okay? Because sometimes I was talking to someone the other day and it's like, they know someone that whenever they're very smart, but whenever they hit like a challenge and they can't figure something out, it's so stressful and frustrating that they'll just want to give up on it. So, this person will just try to encourage them not to give up because, you know, it's just a problem and it's hard when you're in the middle of it, but there's a solution. So, incorporating that strong willpower to say, okay, and it could be simple as admitting, I'm stressed out, I'm tired, let me just take 5 seconds here, and boom, back at it. Another thing is being practical and disciplined in how you go about getting what you need or what you want. So be practical about it. If you can't be practical about it, find a way, and be disciplined as much as you can. Work it into your own nature, because we all can't be Capricorn 100%. We are ourselves, but we can try to infuse that. Turn your goals or turn your dreams into goals. This is a powerful Capricorn energy. Okay, affirm it. Okay, so with a plan, and make it your reality. Have a plan, write it down. One, maybe it will take 10 steps or 3 steps. Okay, and then you can go back again and say, okay, step one, I need to have 3 strategies to get step one done. Step two, step three might need a little bit more finessing, right? Okay, so, all right, turn your goals. We already did that. Okay, so developing mental strength will help you disregard negative people. Really, the mental strength will help you disregard negative people, remaining unbothered by doubters and disagreements. Okay, so usually the last day of the last year, you will experience something that was a lesson that you were going through in 2021. And I felt that I handled it by like not allowing it to bother me. So just remaining unbothered and not even worried about explaining myself, or how the other person um, you know, feels about it. Not in a negative way, just said, okay, if you don't understand, you don't understand. Maybe you're not meant to understand it. Maybe you're meant to just not see it, and that's fine. But just hear what I have to say, because I'm just saying X, Y, and Z, and that's it. So it's just realizing that you're not going to be bothered by it. So it's a very powerful mental strength, okay? And another thing is, if you're a complainer, or you easily like energetically get drained by bad experiences, right? Along with that mental strength that you're developing, you can develop a thicker skin for hardship by not allowing yourself to hold on to the pain for too long. Okay, so there's some kind of placements that we have that we will hold on to, and I'm trying to remember which one it was, but hold on to the pain longer than you need to, and it depends on where your Chiron is placed. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this up and see if I can find it. Okay, so like if your Chiron is in Taurus in the 6th house, you can hold on to so much pain for way too long because you just get comfortable with it. And then if your Capricorn is very much strong to deal with hardship, like I just said, if you are a complainer, or you're rightfully complaining about something, but you're holding on to it for a long time. Now, if your placement is a complainer and you're just a complainer, that's not good. But if you experience something and you're still going through it energetically, and it's draining you, and it's just a bad experience, you're mentally strong and you want to fight back, but you just have to develop a thicker skin and letting it go, and let it go some more, right? Okay, another thing that you can work on is a stronger willpower, which will help you to equal out this success journey that you're on. Okay, so that stronger willpower is going to get you to that success faster. A good affirmation that you can do is, the work I do is right for me and is always successful. The work I do is right for me and is always successful. The work I do is right for me and is always successful. So you can write this down to suit your needs, but always end it in is always successful. You want to end it in that is always successful. That's very powerful. All right. All right. So let me see if I can do this correctly. Hopefully I won't mess this up. Boom. Yes. Okay. I'm going to make another video with this, I believe. I'm going to try to knock it out. I think that would be fabulous. Okay. So let's talk about this Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter is in the 12th house on this new moon. This is a friendly, welcoming, and charitable placement. Okay. So this can be in your birth chart, right? But also being the first new moon for the new year, okay? Or the first new moon, even say after um, winter solstice, after Yule, right? It's going to bring a strong energy for the year. So we can look at it that way. So Jupiter in Pisces, very good energy coming in for us, and we need this. Jupiter is in the 12th house on this new moon. So this is like friendly, welcoming, charitable placement. You can experience a lot of goodness with this placement and see your actions, just see this action happening throughout the year. Okay, so this energy is like, I like this when I research it. It's like a group of angels on a mission, right? To make life better. So I like that. So if someone is sick, you're going to find more stories of healing. If you've been abandoned or a castaway or, forgotten, you're going to get the help you need. If you're being imprisoned wrongfully, or if you're in a situation where you're imprisoned or whatever like that, you're going to free yourself or escape it, be freed or escape yourself, right? So it's like a great time to believe in the impossible and to tap into the unseen and limitless potential of anything great that we want to happen. And we have to just keep working towards what it is that we want. So our dreams and our goals will manifest faster with little effort because of this Jupiter energy in Pisces. And remember, we have to trust our intuition. So our imagination, and our dedication is a very much tied into this Capricorn energy. And we will double our success and happiness, and we're not even putting in a lot of effort, right? So, with, and for me, with my Virgo placement, it's like a hard worker, but it has to equal out success. So that's like a life journey thing, right? So with all this success in Jupiter in Pisces, we have to also realize that this alignment is in the 12th house. So we have to have a careful eye for what is hidden, other people's hidden intentions, right? So make time for our personal rest so we can see clearly, right? And healing, to really keep ourselves balanced and to keep away this negative energy, because we're in the 12th house. Because remember, the 12th house is also about like self-destruction as well. All right. So we have to remember that about the 12th house. So let me pull this up right here. 12th house in astrology. Let me look at this chart. And I have it right here in front of me too. So remember, the 12th house is associated with endings, healings, spirituality, solitude, closure to things. So we can see closures to, negative situation, karma. All right. Old age is associated with the 12th house, the afterlife, what is hidden, what we can't see. So these are good things that, could be good things that we don't see and we learn them, right? And it could be other people's bad intention, any kind of limiting beliefs. We have to let those go, reprogram our mind. And we also have to look at the subconscious mind and really reprogram the mind. All right, so let's look at Mars in Sagittarius. Okay, so this is fire. Sagittarius, Mars in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So this is great, and there is a fire sign, and Mars is also fire, right? So Mars in Sagittarius can give us a boost, give us the boost that we need. So you can use this alignment to up your self-esteem, believe in yourself, your goals, and know that you are the best at what you do. So if you're feeling down about what you're doing, this is like the optimistic energy of Sagittarius, right? So believe in yourself. Believe in your goals and know that you're the best at what you do. Just affirm that to yourself and keep trying and get over the fears and all of that, right? So when you feel that inspiration, know that others will connect to what you have to offer. Because if you get a great idea, then others are thinking of that and searching for that answer. So put it out there, whatever work you're doing, just be that, okay? And make yourself and your goals a priority for this year and this new moon cycle. This is all the energy that's happening tonight. So this is a great opportunity for you to affirm to yourself the importance of you. Boom, I just love that. Okay, so channeling that in researching this Mars in Saturn alignment. Very powerful. Okay, I have to say it again. Like, this is a great opportunity for you to affirm to yourself the importance of you. Both these elements, meaning Mars and Sagittarius, believe in the freedom of their movement and welcome no restrictions to opportunities. Any opportunities, travel and anything. This is a double dose of confidence and optimism at its finest with this alignment. The best way to use this energy is to not be pushy, okay? Because it's Mars in Sagittarius. Don't be pushy and overconfident or thoughtless in, your actions and your words, right? So if you are powerful enough, right? Because, sometimes we want to hold an energy and we're not powerful enough, but if you're powerful enough to hold this energy and believe that you are, because the powerful enough is really not just having one mind and only thinking me, but being considerate of how you treat others, right? So that's the power, is the power enough to hold this alignment correctly. Then, along with your work that you're putting in, the hard work you're putting in, right, you will achieve your goals and just live the fullest and happiest life without any unnecessary limitations, right? Right. And you also want to limit unnecessary stepping on other people's toes, because you're just aware of how powerful you're feeling about yourself and how confident you are without coming off in a negative way. If you can do so, then you'll have like this you'll just successfully master this alignment and just reap all the great benefits and joy for this alignment, right, that it has to offer you. So remember that you must have clarity, like a defined clarity of your goals, right? And just have self-control in this. Now, this other really interesting thing I found out about this alignment is that in relationship, it's a very strong sexual, powerful relationship. So, energy. So in relationships, this alignment makes a person very attractive and never lonely, right? So, it's very great for partnership. Now, this could be just fleeing. It's more like just self, gratification energies. Sagittarius is very much in self. Until they grow and mature, then they can be committed, but very rarely, right? They have to have another family-oriented alignment, right? So in a relationship, this alignment makes a person very attractive and never lonely. This alignment isn't desperate. So they are more attractive to others and extremely independent. All right. The placement of Mars in the ninth house can open up opportunities to travel for those who are willing to be adventurous for a fun getaway or for work. So for work, if you are, getting a new job, working for a new company, or just, a second job or whatever, but travel is definitely in there, because if you were supposed to travel 2 months ago and then it didn't pan out because of everything going on in this new year, you'll make up for that. Okay, so you can experience great conversations in your travels or wherever you are with friends, and improve your ability to be very persuasive in your communication. So you can use philosophy, your charm, your wisdom, your wit, and if you naturally have this strong placement already in your chart to be a good communicator, this is going to be even stronger. Now, if you don't have this natural ability, you will either be in a relationship with someone or a work partnership with someone where they'll have this great chemistry, and you'll benefit from that. Okay. So this will be great for you. And by tapping into this energy, you'll see the improvement in your overall life and the success in your personal goals, work, and your future. So you can also open up opportunities again for travel, gaining knowledge, and any kind of new skills you'll learn this year, because this Sagittarius energy is a go-getter energy, very powerful. Okay, so if this alignment of Mars in Sagittarius, or even Jupiter in Pisces, if this alignment is in your birth chart, then you have like a great advantage on this new moon and this new moon cycle Okay? If you don't have it in your birth chart, you can, like I said before, strengthen whatever your Capricorn placement is, your Mars in Sagittarius placement is. Okay? Now you can also definitely benefit from this either way, from this cycle of the new moon and then leading up to the full moon in Cancer that is happening on um, January 17th. Okay, so I want to leave you guys with a very happy full moon. All right, and I hope that the day was really good for you guys. I hope you had a great time. Okay. And before I leave you with that, I want to read off what I have on here. So Jupiter is known for being lucky. So I like to call it lucky Jupiter, right? And it's an easier flow of what you want to come to you. So you can even chant on that. If you're good at words, writing, you can just chant on that. Now, the principles is of growth, good fortune, miracles, healing, expansion, and prosperity. And Jupiter also governs over long distances, so that's travel, right? And foreign. I don't think I spell foreign right here, but we get it. Foreign travels, wealth again, and large businesses, law, religion, and higher education. Okay, so it's just a really powerful, very, very powerful alignment. Let me see if this will work, right? So here we are again. We have this winter setting and this winter time frame that we're in. And I'm enjoying winter, but I just can't wait for spring. I'm really looking forward to spring. I have to be honest. Now, here's a quote and something positive that I want to leave you with, right? And whatever we're doing, we have to love it, right? When we love what we're doing, everything flows. If we feel good about it, everything flows. So, loving what you do is just one part of the story. Never give up on what makes you happy. We are all stronger than our fears. Get rid of the negative and draining people, and there goes your fear. So happy, 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 happy new moon in Capricorn. Work for what you want, enjoy it, and know that it doesn't have to be hard and difficult. Allow that Venus energy to come in and flow. All right, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace.